What's going on, guys? I'm currently on my way home this beautiful Thursday evening, and if you couldn't tell, I'm finally recording with a hands-free device, so it's going to make recording in the cabin a hell of a lot easier on drives. So today's video and all future videos should be a lot better quality. And in today's video, we're really going to be going in depth with the exhaust on my truck. Now, I know in my last exhaust video where I did a comparison of the catback true duals I had done compared to the X-pipe duals I was getting done in the video, I didn't really go as in depth with the X-pipe as I should have. So that's what this video is going to be all about. And also, thank you for all the support I got from you guys on my last exhaust video. We're almost at 5,000 views now at the time of this recording. So thank you guys for everything, and hopefully this video does just as well. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys cold starts, warm startups, takeoffs, revs, how the exhaust actually looks like underneath the truck, and just like in the cabin footage, so you guys can get a real feel for how this exhaust sounds. But yeah, man, that's enough rambling. Let's get into it. All right, guys, here we are underneath my truck, obviously. And I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys what the X-pipe setup looks like. So first and foremost, the only thing that's on my exhaust are the catalytic converters and the X-pipe. So here we have one of the cats, and over here is another. And right here is where the Y pipe was, and you can see where that was cut off, and two individual pipes are ran all the way out here, back here, and this is where the muffler would have been. It comes up, and that's where the X-pipe is, and it runs out to both 5 by 12 inch tips. That's all there really is to this exhaust. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this for too much longer, just because I want to keep switching things up and keep things interesting. I do plan on keeping the X-pipe, even if I do get it cut off, just in case I want to get it put back on. But I think what I'm going to do in the future is going to be pretty exciting, and I hope you guys are excited for the change as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video, show you guys everything else. All right, guys, it's like first thing in the morning. My truck has been sitting since like 6 o'clock yesterday evening, so it's pretty good. Be a pretty good cold start. I figured I'd do another cold start for you guys. It's been 24 hours since it was last started up, so. you've seen the footage from the front of the truck just driving. I feel as if the cabin drone isn't that bad. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me pretty well, and I know we're not driving just yet, but well. I feel like the cabin drone isn't that bad. Like, I can have a coherent conversation with people in my truck and still be able to listen to the radio and everything. So, because I know people have been saying in my last video that I should get some type of resonator added on to the exhaust, and I don't really feel like that's necessary, at least for the purpose of just reducing the volume, because it's really not that loud unless like you really get on it. And I didn't really want to step on it back there just because like my truck isn't like completely warmed up. I got on it a little bit just so y'all can kind of, I didn't mat it pretty much. I pretty much just did what I do on a regular basis, like every day to day, just getting up to speed. So that's how you're hearing it now, is about how it usually is. So if it's too loud for you, I understand. Personally, I think it sounds pretty good. Alarm went off and cut my camera off, but yeah, I personally don't think it's too loud. I think it's very, very doable. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hopefully y'all got a pretty good in-depth look at the setup on my truck. Overall, it's a pretty good exhaust setup. I think it sounds pretty good, nice and rowdy, but it's not overly loud. And the way it is now compared to the True Duals I used to have before, it's definitely returned some of the low-end torque that I lost with that setup. And I know somebody commented in my last exhaust video that I placed the X-pipe a little too far back to get the most benefits out of it, and I will agree. I know it's supposed to go somewhere in the middle of the exhaust system and more towards the catalytic converters compared to where it's at on my truck. But given the circumstances, since there was a lot of bends in the piping and there really wasn't a better place to put it, that's what I was left with. But overall, it's been doing pretty good. Like I said, I've seen the return of the low end torque that I lost with how I had it before, and it's made the exhaust a lot more tame, reduced a lot of the choppiness than what it used to be. And usually I like a good raspy, well, not raspy, but I like a good choppy, deep exhaust, like how my last truck sounded. But this truck, given how the piping is smaller, because I know on my last truck the piping was 2.5 inch and this is 2 1/4 inch, and it's just a lot more piping with bigger tips, and this in my truck is not the case. So it's a lot raspier than my last truck was. And hopefully with what I plan on doing in the near future, it's going to help make it a little bit deeper, and it actually might end up making it a tad bit quieter, but nothing too dramatic. But I'm excited for it, and hope you guys are too, so stay tuned for that. But yeah guys, let me know how you feel about the X-pipe. Maybe I changed some of y'all's minds and maybe it's not too bad. Maybe y'all were caught up in just how loud the True Duals were, or maybe I didn't change your mind and it's still too much. But yeah guys, feel free to let me know down below what else you'd like to see done to the truck in the future. I'm open to many things. I have been considering lifting the front end so I could put my black wheels back on my truck, or just overall lowering the truck a couple inches, just because I want to do something unique to it. And this truck is a pretty unique truck in itself, just because you don't see too many of these. So I want to do something unique to a unique truck. I feel like it makes enough sense. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. I'll see you in the next one.